This is inaudible. The Bernstein Playhouse presents a Freddie Bernstein production, The Bad Seed.
Good afternoon. We begin this broadcast with the news of an accident at the annual outing of the St. Snedley Elementary School. We are informed that one of the children took what witnesses call a flying futz into Impala Bay this afternoon, and the impact has rendered the child unconscious. The name of the victim is being withheld until the parents are notified. More news of the tragic affair is expected.
Bertha, Elliot, do you think?
No, absolutely not. It was not Rhoda. Rhoda is too self-reliant a child.
We can now release the name of the victim of the incident at the Snedley Elementary School picnic is Sheldon Bernstein, the only child of Tim and Hortense Bernstein. He appears to have fallen into the water from an abandoned wharf. It is a mystery how the little boy got on the wharf, but his body was found off the end of the landing, wedged among the pilings. There were unusual bruises on his forehead and hands, but it is assumed that they were caused by the body washing against the pilings. And now, back to national news.
That poor little boy. That poor little boy.
They'll have sent the children home. Rhoda should be here any moment.
Yup. This will be the end of the picnic.
Oh, Bertha, I don't know what to say to her. I don't know what to say to her.
Could be worse. Could be me.
You can have it all at the Alamoana Mall.
What a relief it is to see you. It's a relief to see you.
Rhoda, what are you wearing? What does that say on your shirt?
I bleed fun. Mom had it specially made. I'm also wearing my sheriff's badge and snazzy hand-painted shoes.
I can't take any credit. It was Rhoda's idea entirely. Rhoda's idea.
Oh, you funny little sweetheart. But I'll tell you one thing. I think you worry too much when you're not the best at everything. I have a little present for you.
Now, Rhoda, what do you say?
Open it!
The first is from me, dear. It's a pair of dark glasses to keep the sun out of those pretty eyes.
Tell me more about my eyes.
I'll try them on you. Now, who is this glamorous creature? You look just like Rob Anderson.
And now for the second present. This guitar string bracelet comes from the band The Rib Kicks and has a tourmaline set in it, and we'll have to change it for a turquoise since turquoise is your birthstone.
Could I have both stones? The mid-colored tourmaline too?
Of course you may. Keep the bracelet for now, and we will play with your ears until I can get the stone changed.
I'll keep it in my Grateful Dead lunchbox next to my arrowhead and pocket knife. I like to call them Arry and Knifey.
Guess I'm pretty early, Miss Mollard, but it's my day for cleaning the fish tanks and taking care of the creatures.
Oh, yes, Leroy, go ahead. Go ahead.
Excuse me, I'll just be getting some water. Big B, hello Daisy, hello Dial. Who wants a squeeze? Look at the little babies.
He's a good guy.
Bracelet. I call it Bracy. That's what I like to call it.
Elliot and I thought you should have some presents today. You had your heart set on that George Bliach Medal of Excellence, didn't you?
It's the only gold medal Miss Sachs gives. I call it Meddy. That's what I like to call it. Miss Sachs calls me Cuddlekins, and Meddy was really mine. It was mine. Meddy was mine.
Rhoda, will you give it a rest? You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself.
Whoopsie.
Hey, Helen Keller, you spilled brown aquarium water all over Rhoda's I Bleed Fun shirt.
Sorry, ma'am. Just a little baby powder and the stain will come right out.
I'm sure he didn't mean it, Rhoda. It was an accident. It was an accident.
Schmuck. He meant to do it.
Nah, just a little baby powder.
Just go do whatever it is that you do.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't mind him. He's a little fortuitous. He has the mind of an 8-year-old.
But the body of a 9-year-old. Ha, I got a million of them.
Annoying. Leroy, will you get out of here? He's good with the creachies, so I keep him on.
Yup. Anyway, we'd better go. We'll be upstairs in case you need us.
Mother, Sheldon Bernstein did the flying futz into the water and drowned. They were all rushing and hurrying to see if they could make him alive again. He turned all different, and then all of a sudden he opened his eyes, stuck his tongue out, and took a horrifying gasp like this. But they couldn't help him, so they said the picnic was over, so we didn't have lunch.
Did you see him taken from the water?
Yes, they laid him out on the lawn. He was the color of blueberry hummus. Hashtag unbelievable!
Rhoda! Don't ever say that again. I want you to get those pictures right out of your mind. I don't want you to be frightened or bothered at all.
I don't feel any way at all. So how about that lunch? A little hungry here. Could I have a blueberry hummus sandwich?
I can see that micro expression. Have you been naughty?
Why, no, Mother. What will you give me for a basket of kisses?
I'll give you a basket of hugs.
We interrupt this program for a word from our sponsor, Mittelhammer Pharma.
How come you're sitting here alone in an empty room in the dark? You should be out with your friends.
Look.
Yeah.
Right?
I say.
Look at these zigbots. I can't go out like this, right?
Could be worse. Could be me.
Have you ever seen so many zigbots? What can I do?
You can sing zig-bye to your zigbots. Compound Zigbegon dissolves zigbots fast and painlessly. Made by Mittelhammer Pharma, the most trusted name in zigbot removal.
Side effects include headache, nausea, vomiting, death, dizziness, beat deafness, fear of buttons, bloody stools, earlobes, varicose veins, vampirism, freezer burn, wild beakies, and ending every sentence with right?
Ask your doctor if Compound Zigbegon is right for you. But just remember, taking zigbot remover when you're not really sick is really sick.
It is.
And now, back to our program, The Bad Seed.
May I come in, Ms. Mollard?
Come in, Miss Sachs. I meant to come and see you. I got your message.
We've suffered such a blow, losing one of the children that way.
I'm not sure why you're here, though. Why are you here?
Well, I'll just come right out and say it. I've just come from seeing Mrs. Bernstein, and she has asked me to find out from you if you had any clue as to where the George Bliach medal might be.
Seriously, you're worried about a medal? You think it's here?
Well, it's a little awkward. The medal wasn't found with the body and has completely disappeared. It did occur to me that maybe Cuddlekins might have mentioned something. You see, she was the last to see the little Sheldon Bernstein alive.
Are you sure of that?
Yes. About an hour after we arrived, a group of older students, who we call Hassockman and the Anglers 3, came on Rhoda and the Bernstein boy at the far end of the grounds. The boy was upset, saying, "I'm Sheldy-Doo, the best boy," and crying, while Rhoda was standing in front of him, blocking his path. The Hassockman and the Anglers 3 saw Rhoda give the boy a rib kick and snatch at his medal. But little Sheldon broke away and ran down to the beach in the direction of the old wharf. Rhoda followed him. At 1 o'clock, the lunch bell rang and Sheldon was missing.
I had better answer that.
I'm Mrs. Bernstein, Sheldon's mother. You realize we followed you, Miss Sachs. We shouldn't have done it. You don't want me here, and I don't want to be here. I had a drinky poo, got a little drunk, and I came over.
Oh, Mrs. Bernstein, is it? And may I say shalom?
You just did.
You're quite welcome to come in.
May I call you Mariska? I always considered Mariska such a gentle name. Hortense sounds flat. That's me, Hortense. You're very attractive, Mariska. You have such exquisite taste in clothing and furniture. You're so homely and crafty.
Please don't say that, Horton.
What I came to see you about, I asked Miss Sachs, how did Sheldon happen to lose the medal? She wouldn't tell me a thing.
I don't know, Mrs. Bernstein. Truly.
You don't want the school to get a bad name, but you know more than you're telling me, Miss Butter Wouldn't Melt Sachs. There's something funny about the whole thing. We won't have any more children. No more.
Please, Mrs. Bernstein, let me call you a car to take you home where you can rest.
Rest? Sleep? I lie and I look at the water where he went down. I heard your little girl was the last one to see him alive. Somebody took the medal off his shirt, Mariska. If it couldn't come off by accident, I pinned it on him myself. And it had a clasp that locks in place. It was no accident. Oh, Sheldy-Doo, the best boy.
There, Hortons.
Keep your paws to yourself. You don't give a damn about me. Forgive me. There were some bruises on his hands. There were weird star-shaped marks on his forehead. He must have bled before he died, just like on Zvu. That's what the doctor said.
Hortons, please.
Who took the medal? I have a right to know what became of the medal. Then I'd know what happened to him. My little Sheldon was better than your girl. He won the medal, and she didn't. I'm drunk. It's a pleasure to be drunk when your little boy's been killed. Huh? Maybe I better lay down.
Okay.
Why not? Why not go home and lay down? I'm as good as you are, Mariska, all right? I know when I'm not wanted. Sorry for all the inconvenience I've caused. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, who cares what you think? Fuckers.
I should probably go too and make sure Mrs. Bernstein is all right. Goodbye, Mrs. Mollard.
Goodbye, Miss Sachs. Hi, Bertha. Well, you found a place where they'll change the stone into Rhoda's guitar string bracelet? Great! Oh, yeah, I know where she keeps it. Let me go get it. Okay, bye. What's this? The George Bliach medal? The George Bliach medal.
Half of my life I spent doing time for some motherfucker's crime. Did you want me to come in, Mother?
What's that?
Kidding.
Kidding? How did Sheldon Bernstein's medal happen to be hidden in the drawer of your table, Rhoda? Now I want you to tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
Chillax, dude. I don't know how the medal got there.
You know very well how it got there. Did you go on the wharf at any time during the picnic?
Yes, Mother. I went there once.
Was it before or after you were bothering Sheldon Bernstein? Before you think about lying, remember that you were seen by the Hassock man.
And the Anglers 3. Yeah. You see, Sheldon and I were just playing a game. The new game. He said if I could do 50 jumping janes, he'd let me wear the medal for an hour. We were howling. All that arm flailing just looked like I was grabbing the medal. I didn't.
Pretty sure the Anglers 3 said you grabbed it. They said, she wants it. And then Sheldon ran away down the beach. Rhoda, how did you get the medal?
Oh, I got it later on. Sheldon went back on his promise and I followed him to the wharf. I dared him to do a flying futz and he let me hold the medal. Anywho, Sheldon won't need it now. He's dead. I've got the sweetest mother. What will you give me for a basket of kisses?
Get away from me, you troll. We have nothing to say to each other.
Okay, Russ. Show's over.
Rhoda, did you have anything to do, anything at all, no matter how little it was, with Sheldon getting drowned? Look me in the eyes and tell me. I must know.
No, Mother, I didn't.
No, it can't be true. Oh, come here, my darling girl.
We interrupt this program with an exciting new offer, brought to you by Mittelhammer Industries.
Boy, it's hot enough to scald a tortoise out there.
You said it.
Hotter than the blue blazes.
Definitely a scorcher.
Hotter than a demon's nether regions.
All right, we got it.
Have you been schwitzing on the way to work? Do you hate getting to the office soaked with sweat? Are you embarrassed by hyperhidrosis, always telling people that you just got out of the shower? Introducing the amazing shoulder holster valet.
Wow, it's a coat hanger strapped onto your back.
This ingenious contraption attaches a hook to your collar so you can hang your suit jacket on your back. Now you can walk hands-free. Look at that.
I'm so excited. I'm actually out of breath.
Speechless? Wait, but that's not all. For the low price of $20, this offer comes with an extensible back scratcher. See how it gets to those hard-to-reach spots? Right under the shoulder blade? Kaboom!
Wow, I guess I won't have to rub my back against the wall like a cat anymore.
Don't just go by my word. Ask the scores of satisfied customers.
Hello, this is Calvin Tibidou speaking here. You may know me as the facilitator of important things at Mittelhammer Industries. I love my shoulder holster valet. When I'm working hard on a liquidity portal, the last thing I want to do is come to the office drenched. I just hang my suit jacket on my back on this here hook, clip on the epaulettes, and it looks just like a cape. I don't even mind that my coworkers now call me Captain Jigglesworth.
And you know what? For the lovely ladies, I'll even sweeten the deal. I'll throw in shoulder pad cups so you never lose your earrings. What'd you say to that?
I'm getting the chills.
Act now. This thing just sells itself. An offer this good won't last.
And now, back to our program, The Bad Seed.
Well, she's just an excitable girl.
Well, if it isn't little Miss Rodent.
Well, if it isn't the mighty moron.
Nothing to say to old Leroy? Okay, I get it. There she sits at her little table, doing her crossword puzzle. Do. Rodzilla can fool some people with that innocent look, but not old Leroy.
Oh, what's that behind you? Turn around. Now keep walking. I know you made a bed in the garage behind the old couch, and you sleep where nobody can see you.
I got your number, little Miss Rodent. I've been hearing things about you that ain't nice. I've been hearing you beat up that poor little Sheldon in the woods. I hear you gave him the old flying futz off the wharf.
Here we go. What did I do if you know so much?
You picked up a stick and hit him with it, 'cause he wouldn't give you that medal like you told him to. You took that bloody stick and washed it off good, and then you threw it into the woods where nobody would see it.
Ugh, enough already. You're draining me of calcium.
Hey, Miss I Bleed Fun. You thought you could wash off blood, didn't you? Well, you can't.
Not even with a little baby powder? Lies!
Don't you watch Svoo? You can wash and wash, but there's always some left. Everybody knows that. I'm gonna call the police and tell them to start looking for evidence. They get dogs to sniff it out. Just like they found poor old Abraham Shakespeare buried under a concrete slab. Not even baby powder can take away traces of blood, 'cause they'll spray luminol on it and it'll show up a pretty blue color. Oh yeah, Stable is coming for you.
Stop! You're so annoying.
In the criminal justice system, the dedicated detectives that investigate especially heinous offenses are members of an elite squad who are coming to get you.
Hey, what were you saying to Rhoda?
Nothing, Miss Mollard. Just talking about my favorite wildly unstable SVO detective.
Just the same, you're not to speak to her again. If you do, I'll myrtleize you. Is that entirely clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Mother, is it true that when blood has been washed off, a policeman can still find it? if he puts luminol on the place, will the place really turn blue?
Who's been talking to you about such things? Leroy? Hello, David. It's Mariska.
Oh, Mariska, what a pleasure to hear from you.
Is this a bad time?
No, I was just out feeding my two beautiful golden-laced Wyandotte hens, Camille and Pilar. What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering. I've been having the strangest dream lately, and since you are a psychiatrist, well, I was wondering if you could help talk me through it.
I'll do my damnedest.
In my dream, I have a twin, and it's really the strangest thing. In the dream, we are both in an orphanage, and my twin is quite the devil.
In what way?
She runs around setting fire to things. She scares other children with her collection of hunting knives and squid paintings. She put a man-eating clam in my handbag and it bit my finger. She was downright evil.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, that's just it. I have the strangest feeling that it's not a dream at all, that it's a distant memory, and I worry that there is bad blood in my family.
Has something made you think of this lately?
Oh, it's Rhoda. She is kind of a creeper. I'm afraid for her. I'm afraid of what she may have inherited from me if my dream is true.
Is there someone who could confirm this?
My mother, I suppose. Shall I ring her?
Yes, do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I hear the dulcet tones of the clock beast's egg song. I must check for some hen fruit. Good luck to you. Moo.
Thank you, David. Hello, Mother.
Mariska, darling. Oh, so good of you to call. I've missed you terribly. How are you, darling? I've not heard from you in ages. Would you like to come over and make me a frappe, darling? Like you know how?
No, Mother. I've got a rather pertinent question I must ask you immediately.
Well, of course, dear. Be quick about it. Morty and I get in the car. We're going to get a puppy. Then we're going to the club.
Was I adopted from an orphanage? Do I have an evil twin sister left behind?
I knew this day would come.
So you're not my real mother, then, are you?
No, dear, I'm not.
Heavens! Oh, Mother, how could you keep this from me?
My dear, you had a twin sister named Goldie. Goldie was troubled.
But that's just it, Mother. I'm worried about Rhoda. She is showing signs of being not very nice.
Okay, bye. I think that's it for me.
Mother? Mother! What have you got there, Rhoda? What's in that Chinese food container? Something for the incinerator?
Mind your own beeswax.
Give me that! Let's see what's in this package. You hit him with one of these hand-painted shoes, didn't you? Tell me the truth! You hit Sheldon Bernstein with the shoes! The sheriff's badge! That's how he got the marks on his forehead! Answer me!
Yeah, I hit him. I had to, Mother. What else could I do?
Tell me what happened from the beginning. The truth. I know you killed him, so there's no sense in lying again. I want you to tell me the truth.
He wouldn't give me the medal like I told him, that's all. I made one out of paper and tried to convince him to trade with me, but that didn't work. So then he said, "Bippies are the best," with that inscrutable expression on his face. I told him to give me that darn medal, and he just shook his head and said it again. "Bippies are the best." And then suddenly I remembered. I said, because. But then he said, nope, too late. Then he ran away from me and hid on the wharf. But I found him there. Because, I demanded again. But he just kept shaking his head. I rib-kicked him, and he finally let go of the medal in his hand. I took it from him.
What happened then?
Well, he tried to run away to tell on me, so I had to do something. Remember that guy on Magic Secrets Revealed? Remember when he tripped? Well, just like that, Sheldon stumbled over my outstretched foot And then it was the flying futz, and the rest is history.
Holy moly, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Oh, I've got the prettiest mother. I've got the nicest mother. That's what I tell everybody. I say I've got the sweetest mother. Oh, Mommy, please say you won't let them hurt me. Not your little baby.
I don't know what must be done, but I promise no one will hurt you.
Mommy, if I give you a basket of kisses, what will you give me? Can't you give me the answer, Mother? If I give you a basket of kisses?
Rhoda, go to your room while I think of what to do. Promise you won't tell anyone what you've done.
They'll never catch me alive.
And I'll help. Take the shoes, quickly. Burn them in the incinerator.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
The other day, I think I saw my neighbors high-kicking in their living room. I suspect they may be KGB spies.
Remember that kid Ira from camp? The guy who remembered every Oscar winner of the Academy Awards? I wonder what happened to him.
Oh no, my cat went missing. Where's Stanley?
Who took my scissors? Why are they not where they belong?
The Mittelhammer Detective Agency is on the case. Hello, Inspector Tyler Morse my name, and investigation is my game. Being a private eye today can be a complex science. Luckily, with my computer-like brain, along with my partner Mitt, Master of Disguises, Doyle and Daisy to sniff out the clues and squeeze into tight spaces, together we'll get to the bottom of every mystery. No case is too small or too petty. The complete investigation package is only $20 per day plus expenses. This includes as many as 20 different methods, including shadowing, disguises, circus stunts, lip reading, stink bombs, homemade sting operations, wisecracks, karate chopping people on the elevator, and secret camera pen surveillance. For life's little mysteries, don't trust any private eye. Put their hammer down. The Mittelhammer Detective Agency is on the case.
Now, without any further interruptions, we return back to the bad seed.
Hairdresser, hairdresser, whoa, hairdresser, hairdresser, whoa, hairdresser, hairdresser, whoa, a teaser Louise, a teaser Louise, oh, I love that teaser Louise.
Rhoda, dear, what's that burning smell?
Oh, I don't know, Mother. I'm just doing my crossword. What's a 5-letter word for homicidal arsonist?
Rhoda, just the girl I wanted to see. I've got your bracelet. Goodness, what? Is that something burning? My God, it's a fire. Someone call the fire department. They're pulling a man out of the basement right now. Is that Leroy? He's on fire. We need to do something.
What? How could that be? What have you done, Rhoda? How can you practice for Stairway to Stardom at a time like this? I should have known this was coming. How could I be so blind?
He told me he found my stuff in the incinerator and took them out and threatened to sick stabler on me. Hairdresser, hairdresser, whoa, hairdresser.
Stop singing,
hairdresser,
Rhoda!
whoa,
You're tearing me apart, Rhoda! It's
whoa,
heartless!
hairdresser,
They should have put you
hairdresser,
in the
whoa.
rubber room! I can't bear it!
Ugh, poor Leroy. They've taken him to the hospital. How could that have happened? Mariska, come back! What has she done?
Rhoda, darling, it's time for your 26-minute nap. And today you've got to take some extra special vitamins. Here's a nice glass of Fresca to wash them down with. I'm going to take them too.
Oh, Mommy, do you love me? Will you read to me?
Yes, darling, but first you have to take these pills. Good girl.
Mommy, Leroy shouldn't have said he'd tell the fuzz about my shoes.
I know, darling. Have a nice 26-minute nap. 6 minutes to fall asleep, 20 minutes to nap. I won't let them hurt you, my only child. I'll go to sleep too.
Oh, yes, David, it was terrible. I heard the shot and ran over. She'd shot herself after giving Rhoda a deadly dose of sleeping pills. She had obviously planned that they should die together. I'll call you later. Rhoda, whews.
Bertha, do you want to see some of my moves? I can teach you a few moves. Gotta do the dee and the BB.
Oh, sweet Rhoda.
Bertha, what would you give me for a basket of kisses?
For a basket of kisses? Oh, whews. I'll give you a basket of hugs.
The Bad Seed. Dramatized for radio by Jennifer Bernstein. Feature in order of appearance: David Isaacs, Freddie Bernstein, Jeff Birnbaum,
Hung Patterson,
Dahlia Bernstein, Bobby Bernstein, Louise Friedman, Carolyn Bernstein, David Bernstein, Quinn Quinn, Tyler Liu, Kathy Huang, Steve Arello Liu. We hope you enjoyed The Bad Seed, a Bernstein Playhouse production from Mittelhammer Entertainment, 2021, all rights ignored. Inaudible hopes you enjoyed this program.